Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 9, another very early Sunday morning episode of Potion Permit. A special early hello to both Czar and Gaming While Grandma. Hello to each of you, and I hope that you've had a fantastic weekend so far. We're going to be jumping back in right where we left off, which is... we had just gotten some upgraded tools. I'm trying to remember if we got the upgraded scythe or not. We did. You can actually see it right up there. And we have some new research topics and new sort of community quests to do. But on the way... Oh, and the game was just patched. So just a quick note. This is the first stream that we've done after a fairly significant patch that came out. Apparently, it reworked some of the language around certain injuries, like in terms of like localization on directing like where the injury or the malady is occurring. And there's also been some bug fixes and stuff. So that one bug we encountered where I sort of walked into the room and then couldn't move and Zhao didn't like advance the dialogue. Hopefully stuff like that is fixed. So the game continues to be under sort of maintenance development at least. And that's good because, you know, we've only encountered the one bug so far, but wouldn't it be nice if that was fixed? And hello to Grumpy! Czar is testing out new earbuds that came in yesterday. So far, I'll say $35 well spent. That's awesome. Yeah, earbuds for me, and this is not going to come as a hot take to anybody, they range from being like so comfortable you forget that they're there to I can't keep them in to these are very uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm glad that you found a set that works. It's Victor. Not my favorite person, but that's okay.
My right palm feels weird. My left thigh feels weird.
All right, well, let's check the palms first. Another thing that was noted in the patches is that apparently Victor and one other character, oh, I think it might be Helene. It's all in the patch notes. They added romance options to 2 additional characters, and I mostly took note of the fact that Victor is one of them. I'm sure Victor... I don't know Victor very well. I'll say that. Victor doesn't bother anybody. Victor spends his time, like, hanging out in the... what's it called? The graveyard. You know, tending to the graves and stuff. And that's fine. I find him to be one of the more mysterious characters. But I don't think that my character will be... reaching out to Victor in a romantic sense. That said, I'm all for having as many romance options in a game like this as possible because then there's more replay value. There's more things to explore, more storylines to... Okay, two violet mists, which are what we're looking for. Oh, and I think that we are also... I think a major quest for us today is continuing to get a lot of money. Okay. We will visit that in a second. So we need 2 of these. Do I have a recipe? I do not. Oh, can you save different recipes? Whatever, let's figure it out. So, this one is not gonna be hard. In fact, if we had 3... Y'all can see exactly the shape. Yeah, 3 of these would do it just fine. That's probably gonna be the best recipe I ever come up with, so if it'll let me save that. Can't imagine a cleaner recipe. Add to recipe? Add to recipe. There we go. And then let's just do it. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna go give him a couple of violet mists, and let's earmark in our minds we have to go get some more daisies today. It should be easy because we have our brand new scythe. Grumpy feels vaguely human again. That's good. Oh, that's right. Grumpy had both of the vaccinations, flu and COVID. I hope that I'm glad that you're feeling better, Grumpy. That was the programming note, by the way, that I had tried to slip in at the very end of our stream last night.
I think you brought me back to the realm of the unliving. Thanks, chemist.
We got some moon cloves and some good cash. So why not, right this minute, go get some daisies? I don't know if those are daisies. I think daisies look a little bit different, though, don't they? Yeah, these guys up here. That's what we want. So let's go here. This might be the very first thing that we cut with our new daisies. Czar just found this game in the Xbox store. Czar, I think it's great. I've really enjoyed my time with this. If you were like, I would love to have something that is reminiscent of Stardew Valley, but with a sort of a different scope and direction, a different emphasis, I highly recommend it. Okay. So that's 4 daisies. We can get 4 daisies a day. You know what else we can get 4 of a day? These, well, actually 3. These rainbow blossoms. These are pretty good. I don't know why I switched away from my scythe. Yeah, Graveyard Keeper really feels... Graveyard Keeper feels, and I have no evidence for this at all, it feels like something that originally started life as a parody of Stardew Valley, because it is at once so reminiscent of it in terms of, like, design choices, and yet so different in terms of tone. And yet, Graveyard Keeper is actually it is very much its own product. And that's why I've not been shy about describing Graveyard Keeper as being a dark Stardew Valley, but don't mistake it for like a cheap, you know, scary movie style knockoff of Stardew Valley. It is very much its own thing, and does some interesting new things with the game mechanics, and has a lot more game mechanics than you might expect at first. I think I look every month to see if there's been any sort of announcement about a new Graveyard Keeper, because as much as I'm looking forward to the the Haunted Chocolatier, and I am very much, I am extremely hopeful that we will see a sequel to Graveyard Keeper as well. Czar played Graveyard Keeper, it's weird. Yeah, the one... Well, I don't want to get too spoilery. I was going to say there was one mechanic in Graveyard Keeper that I just wasn't sure how to actually implement it, and it turned out to be, in typical me fashion, incredibly straightforward to actually implement once I think I was on stream. I think I was on stream, and I was like, I don't know how to do this, and people were like, what are you talking about? You just do it. Like, you just do it? There's no like trick to it. And yeah, it was in fact that easy. These masked rams or whatever they are, they really like being killed. You can't be on screen with them without them doing something that makes them real dead. Okay. So now that I've collected a few sort of like baseline materials, we definitely want to get like the sweet smelling sap. There's a couple trees in here that we want to get for sure. They are very valuable to us in terms of wood. Oh, hold on. Also found the game that Mia was playing. It's actually on Game Pass. What was the game Samalander was playing? And as hello to Maxine, who as Maxine says, is Potionomics. His is the only one not available on Xbox. I think that's, pardon me, I think that's because that's a pretty recent release. I want to say that that's, please don't at me if this is wrong, but I think that's a 2023 release. I have a little bit less than half stamina. I don't know if I want to get real... Well, if this guy wants to stand next to the tree so that I can get him and the tree at the same time, then we'll do both. It's never gonna be a stream again where I don't get hit by those guys. All right. I do want whatever this is, partially because I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a potato. I'll share right now. I don't know that there's going to be a lot of getting into cooking here, just because I feel like my resources are so valuably spent on other things, like the upgrades for the townsfolk and stuff. But I'm not going to not cook if the option becomes more available. Okay, dodge away. Okay. You're gonna see me walk by a couple things here. Maybe not the plants, but I really want the specific trees that give us the sweet smelling sap because that's a valuable alchemical ingredient. And we can only get a couple bits of it every time. Hello to wood! Oh, Maxine is saying 2022. Is that when Potionomics came out? Wow. I really thought it was this year. That makes it somewhat more surprising to me that it is not available on Game Pass. Because it seems like a great Game Pass game. That is exactly the sort of game that you'd say, well, it's not necessarily something that I would have checked out, but now that I have, because it was available on Game Pass, this game is pretty great. I do want to get this guy. Okay. There's at least one more tree, and I wouldn't mind killing the moles as well. But I am out of... Hold on. Food. Oh, I somehow went down. Let me have an apple juice. Yeah, that's what we want. I think, well, let me get this guy. Oh, is that it? No. There's at least one more tree. The big, thick trees that... Yeah, this guy right here. If I don't have... I will take another apple juice to get this. Okay. The game gave me one final swipe to get through. So, I might go to the bathhouse, but that does take 2 hours. So before we go to the bathhouse, let's see what's happening in town. Maxine is saying it's PC only. That's weird, because it's like rated for Steam Deck, so I would have thought that they patched in some console controls. Also, like, it would be such a great fit on something like the Switch. A portable game, like what is that called? Potionomics? A portable version of that would be great. All right, we're slowly making friends with Kips. Enough friends that we're not looking to do that. Silver nuggets. Okay. So I definitely want to get one more silver nugget. We have a quest to do then. Let's go here. And I think it's I think it's these. Fuck. I forgot. I thought that I had a little bit of stamina left. So, I'm gonna say, let's not worry too much about it yet. I really wasted this time. What time is it? 1500? And we'll check our quest as well. So I can't do that one, and that's the only one that I have. The door is locked. We haven't talked to anybody. Okay. Rainer, hello? Okay. Basically, I'm looking to see, is there something that we should be doing? No, look, even my tasks are pretty much cleaned up. If we get one more silver nugget, we'll get 350 gold. And then we're looking to do some of these other things, which, by the way, is going to involve an upgrade to the cauldron, I think. So, yeah, actually, we really do want to go to the... Nope. Thing, because we want to get as many resources today as we could. Yeah, I have been greatly enjoying what I've seen of Sam Melander's playthrough of Potionomics. The issue is I don't want to see too much of it. This happens on stream sometimes. Hold on, can I have that conversation again? I don't want to feel caged on this island forever. Alas, I doubt I'll ever escape my responsibilities. Good morning to you, or good afternoon to you as well. It's really just depressed beyond measure. I feel like I don't know the character all the way on the left, like the furthest to the left there. but that might have been Marielle. Okay. We are full on stamina. So let's go get whatever else we can. I'm gonna say let's go here, because we definitely didn't get, like, those berries and stuff. But we want, like, this stuff. There's our silver nugget. Okay, so let's try to remember to go turn that in today, because there is a time limit. That's the other thing that was sort of like on my mind about it. I wonder how many people actually play Factorio on a Switch. I wonder how people play Factorio on a Switch at all. I cannot imagine. I find just the base controls for that so complicated with like all of the different tools and stuff that you want to lay down. And it's not even the mods, although, like, it's easy for me to see why people would want a variety of mods for Factorio. To choose to play it on a form factor that doesn't support mods at all, I mean, I assume. I'm, like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that Factorio is available on Switch for people who want it, but I kind of feel like the Factorio community is one that if they wanted to play Factorio, they'd get like a Steam Deck or a laptop or a desktop that they would like carry around with them at all times to have Factorio available on the fastest processor. Like, mechanically, functionally, programmatically, how does Factorio operate on the Switch? Isn't it incredibly processor intensive? The Switch is capable of some, like, great games. There's some really fantastic games available on the Switch. But the Switch is not otherwise known for its overabundance of power. Also, like, as I'm going here, it's being rumored and passed around as though it's coming from credible sources. I guess this came from... I think it came from, like, the head of Activision. Wasn't this part of the Microsoft... No. Forgive me for not knowing the full source on this, but somebody somewhere who's sort of in a position to know about it made mention that the Switch 2 is going to be on par with the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I think PlayStation 4 was the specific comparison point that they used. And I've seen people sneering at that, like, oh, you mean it's only as good as the last generation? You guys, they're talking about a portable system, something that you can, like, slide into a case and bring with you, that is at least as powerful as the system that was previously, like, $500-600, and you had to have hooked up to a television at home just a few years ago. Like, are you telling me that you could play something of the graphical fidelity of Spider-Man, like Insomniac Spider-Man, in something on the form factor of a Switch? Because that seems like magic to me. That sounds amazing. And people will doubtlessly now point out, well, technically you can do that on the Steam Deck. Yes, you can do that in the Steam Deck. That's what makes me think that the rumors about the Switch 2 are so plausible. One thing the Steam Deck does not have is the next Mario game, the next Metroid game, the next Zelda game. Franchises that are exclusive to Nintendo that I personally really enjoy. The next Pokemon game, for example. So, yeah, no, I don't know who out there was thinking that Nintendo would be pushing the outer limit. Oh, it's very late. Hold on a second. Let's get back home, and then if there's a little bit of time, I might do some fishing very quickly. Steam Deck is a little bit bigger. Well, we don't know exactly what the dimensions of the Switch 2 are going to be. And technically, we don't even know that the Switch 2 is going to be the same combination of portable and... This is going to be the only fish we can try to catch. But it still does move our fishing mastery up a little bit. The thing with Nintendo is that, like, you just never can quite know what they're planning to do, because They very much value, it seems, their position in the industry as like going in a different direction than everybody else. I don't know that anybody out there had on their docket that the successor to the Wii was going to have this sort of standalone tablet that you could only have one of connected to the system. I mean, like, the Wii U was a weird system, and it had some really great... Hold on, I really don't want to pass out, and we're in danger of it. And then the Wii U, like people, I remember seeing speculation that Nintendo was going to straight up drop out of the hardware market after the failure, the overall failure of the Wii U from a sales standpoint. And then they came out with the Switch, which was massive. Like just a massive success for them. Hey, I have a report for you. Please follow me. Shoot. Wood had said, I thought you were turning in silver or something. I was. And apparently we're running a bed and breakfast now? The number of patients at the clinic has significantly increased. Yeah, you mean from 0 to full capacity. Please treat them as soon as possible. I don't want this situation to get any worse. We're relying on you. This seems like a big news. Everyone in town came down with something really severe all at once, huh? Left thigh feels weird. Yeah, so we are going to focus on this, but thank you, Wood, because I did, in fact... Hi, can I... Okay, so we know what we need there. All right, palms and shoulders. Oh, hold on, we do have to... Oh, that's... No. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Wood reminded that I do want to turn in the silver, and I completely forgot to do that. It only takes a moment. Okay, let's go. Popping aid. I wonder what prompted this. I wonder if this is a patch thing, because it's the first new day that we started since the patch. Or if this... I assume this was a scripted event, or maybe it's a randomly... like, a random occurrence that a number of people all get sick at the same time. It's like, oh, go, go, go. We hope that you've saved up a whole bunch of stuff. So, right shoulder. Oh, we know what that is. Alright, so let's do this. There we go. Sun drops. Easy. We've never had more than one bed. Lower right arm. Pepper's ointment. I have definitely never made Pepper's ointment. If I was only slightly younger, the idea that they say, my right shoulder feels weird, and you have to go to the left side of their body, that would definitely screw me up. Like, I get it. I do understand. But, yeah, like, below a certain age, I'd be like, what? Why? And then it would immediately cause me to permanently confuse my left and right. It makes perfect sense unless you're, like, 10 years old, at which point it's like a big mess. It's similar to when my father was growing up. They had a... I remember him sharing, they had a... Oh, not every bed is full. Okay, so I think that we diagnosed everybody. And the good news is the cauldron will remind us what we need. There was a... This is going to be a bad story, but I don't want to give away too much information. There was a spelling test, and he was asked to spell, like, a common word. Like, let's go with, like, freshness. And every single day he walked to school past a grocery store that's name was freshness, but stylized with, like, a different spelling. So he saw that, and that's how he thought it was spelled, and that's what he put in, and it was wrong. Now, this was not some sort of life-changing decision like in Mr. Destiny, where he failed to hit the baseball. But it was just, like, something that he always remembered, that you got to double check on what the actual spelling is, because sometimes you'll encounter stylized versions that are different. Samalander, hello to you! To be fair, it doesn't make sense to me now, but I've never known left from right. Yeah, it's always weird to me. It's similar to, like, looking into a mirror, like, that your left and right get reversed. Okay, so neutralizing herbal balm. We definitely need some of this. Do I have a recipe for it? I do. So we're just going to go ahead and put that in. Okay, we've got that. Okay. And now we'll go to... So we need 2 relaxing balms. And we don't have a thing for this yet. Recipe for this yet. How do I have 2 L hooks that are exactly wrong? But we do have these daisies, so we could go like that. And then if I had the green slime, and now we only need, like, I have a red one that goes 2 up and down. Yeah. Can I save this recipe? Because this is going to be perfect. Yeah, my bugaboo is east and west. I am very, very good at confusing east and west. Now, I needed 2 of these, is that right? I did, okay. So now we can just boop. I don't know why my brain says east is left, but it is not. Sun drops. Again, we'll check to see if I have a recipe, and I don't. So, you can see where, like, an up and down long L hook would be welcome. This is a little expensive. Those pink flowers aren't super rare. And look at this. Holy hell. And now we just need any 1 dot, and we got those. I don't think I'll be able to save this recipe because you have to make a certain number of them before you have access to the recipe book. Add to recipe. Okay, I will add that one because that's what I'm looking for is what's the minimum number of ingredients that would ever be needed, and I don't know how I would ever get better than that. So cerulean scrub, and this one has a few more restrictions. Well, I do like how that gets us started. If we had another piece, an opposing piece, yeah, like that, to put alongside it. Now we could do one of the... We could do 2 of these. I've got tons of these. Is there any reason... So the only thing better than this would be one of the... Yeah, one of those would fill in nicely there, but I can't use the red up and down, so do I have a 2 up and down in some other category? I don't. Oh, nope, I do. I have that. We'll save this recipe. It's not my favorite, but it does get it done. And actually, again, I may not have ever made this before, so there might be limitations. Hello to Solid Chrome Hickey! Zara's asking, am I playing anything for Spooky-tober? I don't know. Every year... I'm like, oh, we've got lots of spooky games that I haven't had a chance to play, like horror-themed games, and I save them for October, and then when October comes around, the entire slate is full. Because here's the answers are, I don't want to stop playing anything that's currently on the docket, and at the same time, hold on. I'm looking for, like, yeah, like this, for example. Now, if I had one in the other direction. So, Czar, although there's an abundance of games that would fit the season, I'm not going to abandon any of the current playthroughs, nor am I going to rush them. So, I am not sure of the answer to that. Now, if I had a T-hook, if I had this, but upside down, that would be perfect. And I don't think that I do. Oh, I do. And now we just need 3 left and right. This is going to be a perfect recipe made of components that are not super common for me yet. Oh. But, like, to give you guys a sense, the Dead Space remake, multiple Resident Evil games that I've never played that would be perfect. Okay, and 2 popping E's. I may have a recipe for this. Oh, we need to do it one more time. So we do now know that I have an up and down. I don't know why I'm calling it an up and down. Wait, I do have one, right? Yep, there it is. So that's perfect. These nuts, those are the ones that come off of those Pokemon that, like, blast the exploding seeds out. And as you can tell, they're not extremely common when they drop their thing. Now, if I had the opposite of that, which I know that I do... Oh, actually, I would need a second one. It's red. So we would use our last one right there. Yeah, again, this is a perfect recipe. I need to find another source for this shape. Either that or make them much more common to drop. Czar was wondering because he saw Fear 2 was on sale. Fear 3 was his favorite. Fear 3 is the one that I have not played. I played Fear, and I absolutely adored it. I played... Oops. Yeah, see, now I can't use that recipe. No, I could go out and get the materials, but what we're going to do instead is we're going to use a less efficient recipe to get the same sort of thing done. What else do we have? I could use one of these chestnuts, I suppose. Those come off the moles. And then we could put that one right there. And then we'll put this here. Like, you can see a lot more resources. I wouldn't want to save that as a recipe, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good in that it's like good enough. Now, do I need any other things? Not that we know of. All right, there might be some research or something, but let's go see if we can get all these people out. And I'll tell you what, if these folks pay me $300 a pop, like they often do, we're about to be rolling in it. All right, so we're going to cure her clammy patches. Yeah, and I couldn't even tell you, Czar, what it was about Fear 2 that didn't work for me. I didn't like... Well, I mean, I can tell you all of the things that didn't work for me. And it's not going to be 300 a pop, apparently. I thought that it was like 300, 360 a piece, but whatever. Fear 2... Just, I didn't like the story as much. I didn't think that the combat mechanics were nearly as well executed. Everyone was like a big fan of like the school, like the spooky school in that game. I found that completely forgettable. Like if I didn't know that people regarded the creepy elementary school as being a great part of that game, I wouldn't have picked it out from any other level. That's the thing about Fear 2. I found it incredibly forgettable. Czar was saying Fear 3 was so good, but it would have been better with a co-op partner. So I did not play Fear 3. One thing that I knew about it was that it had sort of moved to a co-op based, like almost like score attack mode was the way that people had described it. That the game, the reaction that I saw to it was people felt like it sacrificed a lot of the atmosphere that the original Fear had been going for, and even Fear 2, to go with like, now go for the higher score, a combo multiplier and stuff. I don't think that it went as far as like being Burnout or anything like that, but it didn't strike the same notes with people that they had wanted from it, I think. I have no opinion, having not played it. Okay, so different people paid me different amounts, and that's cool. But we got through the medical crisis, and we did it, you guys, in the first hour of the day. So, well, now I know, like, a lot of resources that I need. Let's start by getting some of these flowers. And we're definitely going to want to hit the moles and the Pokemons to get their resources, because they are not very common that they drop. They don't drop every time you kill them. Let's get those corpse flowers. I might go get the mushrooms for Oliver as well. Well, sure, since I came down the wrong area. And also for Czar, or anybody else who enjoyed Fear 3, like, yeah, rock on. I am a big fan of Evil Genius, the first Evil Genius game. I probably like that game a lot more than most people, and I'm not sure it's poorly balanced. It's got some pretty severe like gameplay related bugs, but I really, really liked that game back when I played it, and I remember it very fondly. I was very excited for Evil Genius 2, and although I certainly don't dislike Evil Genius 2 nearly as much as Jason McMaster, I mean, my memory is that he really strongly disliked that game, I will agree that it just doesn't come together, at least not when I played it. They continued to patch it after I completed my whole playthrough, but boy, that game, and like, I don't know what's wrong with it. Usually I like to give constructive feedback. I'm like, well, here's what I think didn't work about this. I don't know. Evil Genius 2 is, like, on paper, basically everything that you might expect it to be, but it's not fun. And that's not, like, you can't do anything with that feedback. Y'all made a really, like, mechanically sound game that is not fun to play. Well, how do we fix that? I don't know. I really don't. I think we really want to focus on the Pokemons. The Pokemons and the... Yeah, let's get some animals here. I don't really need those as much. We will grab some of this. Yeah. Y'all... Everybody get together. There we go. Yeah, stand just like that. Okay, that timber fruit. We need at least one more to do our recipe, and that's only for the very next person who needs that material done. Zara's saying that wasn't really a thing. They scored your performance after each mission as a way to increase the co-op cohesion. What made 3 so fun is while it was co-op, each character definitely played differently. That's another thing that I heard about it, that it had some extra replay value, because in addition to, you were Point Man again in that one, right? Is that correct? But in addition to that, you also had Paxton Fettle was the other playable character who had a totally different moveset. It was a little bit asymmetrical in its co-opitude. Alright, let's give Oliver some mushrooms. It sounds like a weird sentence, but he likes actual wild mushrooms. So, again, I definitely want to cut down this tree. It's worth a lot of wood and also that sweet-smelling sap. It's pretty valuable to us right now as a crafting component. But also, I want to get these, everybody else here. Alright. Our character here, Angel, is pretty irresponsible with how he swings the axe. Also, what hit me just there? Probably the mole. YouTube actually recommended yesterday a retrospective on the entire Fatal Frame series, which I've only played one Fatal Frame game, and it is, as I've shared on a couple different streams, the first game, the only game that I've ever had to stop playing because it was affecting my dreams too much. So I had to stop. I've never played any of the other Fatal Frame games, although we have purchased other Fatal Frame games, including the one that came out on the... Was it the Wii? Yeah, they released one on the Wii. I am out of stamina. How do I feel about that? Well, I would really like to kill this mole. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's turn in that silver that Wood reminded about, because again, time limit. I'm pretty sure that we're well within the time limit, but I don't know. Let me go look. There's no reason to delay if we've got... Uh-oh. No, you guys, I think I missed the time limit. Why did I not read what Wood had said? Instead I fished. Yeah, I think it's gone. It's not like a crisis. It'll come up again. It was 4 pieces of silver. Now I get to keep my silver. Yeah, Wood reminded. I completely missed it. Well, can't I can cry about it, actually, but we'll go on. It's not like we missed a story quest or anything. All right, we are. I have 6 cloves now because of all the. So I thought this guy was lying face down at first. He is very asleep, so we can't talk to him. Let's check in with the mayor. Wait, can I? Oh, you guys. The reason that these are here is because those are like the specialty flowers that are generated, the plants, by like solving the community problems. So it's like, why are those specific things here? Okay, let's give him some moon cloves because he's pretty low. I don't talk to him very often. As Czar says, one person plays as point man. I mean, why not? 9 lavender. I can get that pretty quickly. 6 marigolds, sure. And that's $700, you guys. Garbage collection, sure. Rubbish dump. I know where that is. 4 white meat. I don't know if I have 4 white meat right now, but the 4 pink meat I definitely have. And that's $225. Whoops, this is it. So yes, tasteless sap. So I guess these, refill every week then. Not been doing a responsible job of checking this. Yeah, so I need the marigolds and the white meat. But let's try to make sure that we do that, if not today, then tomorrow. Alright, let's go to the rubbish dump, which is... It is up here, isn't it? No, it'll be marked. Hold on. Get garbage bag. Is that... Okay. I do remember visiting the topic of point 3 with... Sorry, fear 3. Oh, this is not the rubbish dump that I thought it was. I thought... Isn't there another one to the north going up towards the... the beach. I think there's another sort of, like, dumpster that you can go into. So, it is kind of late. If I go to the bathhouse today... It's going to... If I go to the bathhouse today, it's going to, like, basically take up the whole rest of the day. I want to see maybe if we can hit the Vulcan build. I want to see if we can do an upgrade to the cauldron. I always forget. That's Hearts and Sparks. That's Vulcan build. Oh, we have not said hello to Martha today. Or yesterday. Wow, that's a direct question. If anybody missed it, she was suddenly like, Angel, what do you think of me? Everyone says I'm clumsy, but I'm not really, am I? Okay, closed on... So they're going to be closed tomorrow as well. Let's remember not to bother coming back tomorrow for this. Okay, well, if we can't Vulcan build... let's head up to the beach. We'll see if anybody's here that we can talk to and interact with. I have so many gifts that it feels like a really good, like, relationship building today. We'll give him a gift. I don't really like Russo very much. But that's why I'd want to give him a gift, to be honest. I think that Russo will grow up to be a fine person. He's in that age right now where he's just kind of a turd about it. I'm not going to give him a gift. He's like 3-4 conversations away from leveling up. Liano and, what's-his-face might get a gift. Otmer? Yeah, look how low she is. Whoops. Talk. Yeah. Let's give him a gift. Because What I want to make sure of is that I never give somebody a gift such that like some of that green increase is wasted. But he was just low enough. Oh, you know who else? Let's definitely stop by the church. I never see Sister Sorcelia. I'm gonna give him a gift too. There we go. We have one gift left, and I want to give it to Sister What's-Her-Face, because I go to the church like once every 4 weeks. Oh, hey, Russo. Is he relocated where he's poking his stick into the dirt? Yeah, and this is another reason I don't hang out with her. I don't really know where she goes. If Victor's there, we'll give him a gift. Yeah. Hey, Victor. Because I think... Well, maybe we won't, though, because if I give them this gift, I think it's going to fill his entire bar. And that's helpful for, like, making friends, but what I want is, again, not to waste any of that increase. The gifts are rare. We only get them when we cure a disease. Also, Dan, the altered personality here, I will give it to you, because Dan, as far as I can tell, is only ever available half the time. Oh, we're so close to level 2 with him. Thank you. I'm gonna say now it is too late to go back to the place. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go here. We're gonna stop by the tavern and say hello to anybody there, and then we're gonna try to fish... for the white meat, with whatever... I should have bought some more bait. I forgot to look at that. Closed Mondays. I guess I can see that. The bar would be really busy through the weekend. They need to have at least one day off. Oh, this is also closed today. Oh, that's the other thing it said in the patch, by the way, you guys, that they added some new arcade minigames. So I will take a look for that when the place is reopened. That was another patch detail. So I know that I have at least one worm. It's gonna be too late to go back to the bait shop today. And... no, I'm headed the wrong way. But then if we need that white meat, fishing, for whatever reason, doesn't actually take any stamina. So the fact that I'm exhausted... oh, there you are. Ta-da! So let's remember to check the community board tomorrow. Also, I'm reminded that you can get white meat from the level 2 fishing place. I find that it's a lot less common than it is here. Plus, I've got the regular worms, so why not expend them? Come on. Yeah, actually, so I'm happy. I actually have 11 worms. Patikin, thank you so much for the resubscription. Patikin, I was very bummed that you will not be streaming today, but I can understand. As a, you know, and then we'll stop. But Patikin, really seriously, happy birthday for everybody that is sort of in the general community. Know that it was Patikin's birthday this past week. We made it into a complete Patikin week, Patikin birthday week. It was a lot of fun. He got to do a lot of special streams of Payday 3, including some with Mia and Chivalry. And it was an awesome sort of like community event that happened all week long. So we will look forward very much to topping that for next year as well. Three of things that we hope happen. I hope that Mia's fishing stream happens today. I don't know why I'm suddenly thinking of fishing, but yeah, last week there was, like, she wasn't able to do the stream. I very much hope that it happens today. At the end of one of our recent episodes, I showed, like we pulled up the clip of the beginning of the fishing game, where it did the intro video, and just Mia's reaction to it. It is still very funny. I've watched it a couple times since then as well. Okay, Just don't break the line. I don't want to lose the bait. I cannot imagine, by the way, that it's a very happy life for the fish that bites the hook, gets on the hook, but then, like, the line breaks, because the hook is still in the fish. I mean, that seems awful to me. The hook is in the fish's mouth. I kind of doubt that it's able to eat normally, and it certainly can't be very comfortable. Whether or not fish, quote-unquote, can feel pain, it would certainly know that there's something wrong. Anyway, let's not dwell on this. I shouldn't have this in my head. We're playing video game fishing, everybody. No actual fish are being harmed by this cultivation of white meat. Okay, pink meat. I think we have time to do one more fishing, and then we can teleport home. Grumpy says Moo does birthday years. Grumpy, I was very glad that Moo's photo shoot yesterday went well. I've shared that the idea of being the official photographer at an event, be it a wedding or a party, or in this case, like a mud run, an intervention, like there's such a pressure to like get those moments and to capture the totality of the experience for people. I'm very glad anytime something like that goes the way that it should. Should I? Let me just take a look at these things that I'm supposed to make. Yeah, since we're only allowed to use water and earth things, I just don't think I'm going to have enough pieces yet. I think I need to have a larger cauldron to make that. I do want to prioritize rebuilding the grow beds as well. And that's... Really, more people are sick. I want to do the grow beds, and I want to do them soon, because we don't have them, but I suspect that allows you to say, I'm going to plant a seed here, and then we're going to be able to just have more of them. My neck feels weird. That's the first neck that we've had. Wouldn't it be amazing if one of the like things is like, oh, you've been bitten by a couple fangs here, and then like the solution was garlic? Let's pay attention to what the neck wound is. It's probably clammy patches. Oh, Patigan might stream today. It depends on whether or not he ends up playing some Payday 3. That will be awesome. I very much want to have a drink, but I'm going to miss this Dance Dance Revolution like if I turn away to get a drink. While we're just sort of watching these arrows go by, I will share, as I did during last night's Horizon stream, that we got a chance to see episode 1 of Generation V, and only talking in a non-spoiler way about episode 1, it was really good. I am very much looking forward to seeing some more of that. Generation V is a spin-off of The Boys, and I feel like, oh, a spin-off series, like that doesn't necessarily communicate to people a high bar of quality. This is the exception to that rule. So we could put this in, but then we'd have 2 more ingredients. I sort of like putting this in. Wait, do I have a recipe for this? Not yet. Well, let's make a recipe, because if we put that in, and then I just get the proper L hook, which I'm confident we have, could there ever be a better recipe than that? I don't think so. And the ingredients are not especially rare, so we're going to add that to recipe. Now, we need one other thing, the sun drops. And I might... Yep, we have a perfect recipe for that. Let's go get some pink flowers today. Yeah, Azar says Frasier was a spin-off of Cheers. They're doing a new Frasier, which is interesting to me. It is partially of interest because David Hyde Pierce, who played Niles Crane, basically said no thank you. He, as far as I understand it, was very amicable. He didn't like say anything out of turn about it, but was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I actually don't know who else is in it. I know Kelsey Grammer is in it, and I believe the actor who played Martin Crane has passed away. I just don't happen to remember his name. But like, I don't know if it's Perry Gilpin, isn't it? Didn't she play Roz? I don't happen to know if she's in it. I will say this, it's always a little bit weird when they return to these series like decades later and everybody's kind of like just doing the same stuff. Let's think for 1 second. Is there anything else I want to do in town? Let's look. Did I get enough white meat? I did. So let's turn that in right now so I don't forget. And I might even have gotten some more pink meat if I needed it. I don't think that I did. And then we're going to see what else we needed. It'll be right here. Marigolds. Oh, I want to talk to Runeheart. Runeheart, I'm doing great. Don't go too far. Oh, yeah. Let's check the community board. That's not... So we wanted to go here. So the last thing that I need is some marigolds. Let's get some marigolds. Let's get some of those pink flowers because we're using those in a lot of recipes lately. Okay, Raynor's looking to buy some fancy furniture to fill... Oh, sorry, to Raynor. So Helene wants to do this. Can I visit you in the bulk and build? Monday to Sunday, 8 a.m. to 1500. It's probably in the basement. So let's do that. Hoping to get my banjo fixed. Can you build it? I'll come to the bulk and build myself. So that's Monday to Saturday. So not on Sunday. Okay. Let's go visit with Helene. Is it after 8 a.m.? It's not. Let's try to come back then, because I don't want to just stand around for half an hour. It's these pink flowers. We're going to go get those. Kelsey Grammer is coming back. Yeah, he's in it. I don't know Kelsey Grammer. I don't know very much about Kelsey Grammer. I will say that his there's an interesting story that I heard from somebody who worked alongside him on Frasier. Frasier was made for a lot of years during a period in time when Kelsey Grammer, and he's been very public about this. This isn't me just like making stuff up. Kelsey Grammer was experiencing like a lot of, really grappling with alcoholism. And one of the points in the interview that I saw that really stuck with me was, so we've harvested our pink flowers for today. Let's go get the marigolds, because we need those. Those are going to be south of here. They said that Kelsey Grammer would basically show up for a day of filming and just be completely out of it. Red eyes, catatonic, not really, like just seemed to be completely out of it. And then they'd sort of maneuver him into position, and then they would say, action. And he would snap up, and he would deliver, like, Frasier Crane, pitch perfect every time. No matter, that's the thing that they said, no matter how, like, in poor condition Kelsey Grammer showed up to set, when they yelled action, the man was ready. And they said it was amazing. I'm trying to remember exactly who this interview was with. I don't remember if it was, like, one of the co-stars, like, one of the producers, but they said, if nothing else, like we were very worried for his health and well-being, but the man was a professional, and he would show up in a state that you would swear to God there's no way we're going to be able to move forward, and you would yell action, and he would be absolutely on point. And then they'd go cut, and he would basically just slump back over. This is not a story admiring Kelsey Grammer. Like, I'm glad that he got the help that he needed, and as far as I am aware, he has gone completely sober and no longer drinks, and good on him. I have family members with a history of alcoholism, and it's, as with any addiction, a tough thing to resolve. So I'm glad for him on that. It is still interesting. Like, it just gives you some insight into what functional alcoholism can look like, where you are not in a good place, and you are experiencing all of the health and social problems that come along with having a severe addiction, and yet professionally able to carry right along. Okay, I do want to get this guy. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with this guy. Yeah, he's not gonna leave us alone. Zara's saying, I know there's a few, but I'm trying to think of some wildly successful spin-off series and I'm failing. Actually, takes that back. NCIS is a JAG spin-off, and one of the few times where spin-off was more successful than the original show. If you asked me to list, like, 50 courtroom procedurals, JAG would just not be one that came to mind. I just wouldn't think of it. But I don't think that I knew that NCIS was a JAG spinoff. So, what else do we want to prioritize? Those roses aren't, like, really the thing that I need. So let's grab the... Oh, mushrooms. Yeah. How am I doing on this? I very much want to get these. And then let's go get the mushrooms. I'm actually going to leave one, because we want the mushrooms for Oliver. Need to make sure that he doesn't go hungry. Okay, that's one. And then... I really think it's faster to teleport here. And then, once we get the mushrooms, let's go follow up on those quests. The ones that we can do today. One for two. Yeah, I feel like in a lot of people's heads, like, oh, a spin-off? And that's like, what they're thinking in their heads are like Joey from Friends, where, like, it's not that it was a bad show or that, you know, but people just didn't like it very much. The Ropers. What am I saying? Nobody watching this knows what the Ropers were. Can I get this? I can. And look at that, right on cue, Oliver needs a snack. All right, and let's also pet him. Oh, wow, Wood and Czar know what the Ropers was. Yeah, the Ropers was a spin-off of Three's Company. Oh, boo, there was one more mushroom. Well, let's go to the... It feels like there's a couple things happening in the Balkan build, but it might also be where the people hang out. So let's start here. That's the dump. This is the dump that I was thinking of. Apparently there's something else new here. Yeah, no. So we want to start these community stories early so we know what we're saving up for and trying to do. Okay, so they're not here. So let's go to where the people are. Helene hangs out in the basement of the tavern. I figured we'd check the Balkan build because even though they're closed today... Oh, I can do the marigolds. Hold on. Nope. We gotta have conversations with all these people. Do I have a gift for Laura? Oh, I do. Alright. I was saving that for Sister Sorcelia, but... Oh gosh, and Marielle. Well, I never see Marielle. Marielle is like Victor to me. She's just a character that exists in town, and we keep totally opposite schedules. Okay, here we go. Yeah, take that. Woohoo! I beat my own high score.
Auntie Helene, look! Pretty sure no one can beat me now. I must be basically a genius at this.
Auntie, do you think I'm Nova or something? And why are you here anyway? Shouldn't you be studying right now?
Nuh-uh. I've done all my homework and reading. Don't you think I deserve a break, Auntie?
Call me Auntie once more and you'll regret it. Hey there, Angel. If you're here to play, there's a certain someone here who's pretty sure no one can beat his high score. Care to challenge him?
You couldn't beat me in a million years.
Is it whack-a-mole? Because I'm modest at that. It is. I don't actually know the score that we're trying to beat. Damn it to hell! I see, once you hit one of them, now it's just gonna be all of them. Son of a bitch, it's gonna be every single one of them now. Like, you do so well, and then they go just long enough. I did not beat Russo. Can I retry? If I actually have to beat this kid, and I think that I do, get ready for this to be the rest of the episode. You would think it's so easy to just not hit the button. But you see the movement, and then... Nope. Oh my god, we finally did it! Okay. Beat it back. We're locking that in. I've officially beaten Whack-A-Mole. Ha 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 ha! What? How? That's impossible! You must be cheating! All of my self-worth is wrapped up in this whack-a-mole game! Russo, there you are! I've been looking for you all over the place.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Samulator very quickly is saying, boy, there's a bit of language that isn't that obvious. Auntie in Japanese is synonymous to old lady. I didn't know that. You're supposed to be studying right now. And what about that homework that's a week overdue?
No way, another hour of studying and I'll lose my mind.
I'm so sorry for the commotion we've caused. Please excuse us. What they can't animate here is that she has him by the ear.
Save me, Auntie!
Well, I did warn him. Wait, how is this... Is this just... This felt like a little vignette, not like the launch of a quest, because I don't see anything here that we're supposed to help Helene with. And she's not even here now. Nope. So I may... Now, I don't get it, because now it's too late. Now it's 1500. Let's go look at the quest again. Hold on, we can teleport to one right here. Go. Okay. See you soon. So this is from Helene. Yeah, see, now it's too late. But this specifically says Monday to Sunday. So the fact that Bulk and Build is closed on Tuesday shouldn't make any difference. But we still can't, as far as I can tell. I'm hoping to get my banjo fixed. I'll come to Bulk and Build myself. This is 1800 to 1500. So it's too late now. We'll just have to wait. We can't talk to Zeke. He's passed out on the bench. I kind of have to wait until tomorrow, you guys. I don't feel like there's enough left. I could go get, like, the lavender and the sunflowers. We could also fish. Let's go see if we can at least say hello to the beach people. Zara is saying that it reminds him of a line from Down Periscope, a Kelsey Grammer movie, funnily enough. Oh, and we can also stop by the farm. Yeah, this is apparently the episode where we're going to hit some level 2 friendship quests. I'm going to check my supply of super worms because we're going to want to do some fishing. Oh, right. It doesn't actually show. Can I find it here? Food, potion, key item. Oh, yeah, 2 super worms. So I'm going to take at least 8, please. Let's take 13. We'll get up to 15 super worms. Alright, I would love to stop by the church. I kind of doubt that Sister Sorcelia will be there, but I've got a couple gifts that I can give. So her and Victor would be, I think, a great selection. Yeah, Down Periscope I've not seen. We've talked about that in another recent stream. I think of, like, what the next movie is that we might be watching. I'd still like to see... Oh, you know what? We were talking about spooky games. Werewolves Within has actually been on the DVR for a while. Not to be confused with Werewolf by Night. Yeah, no, he's not worthy of a gift. Does Kips want a gift? No, we're getting really close with Kips. I don't see Kips that often. Marielle would be the next person that I'd want to give a gift to. Not sure. Both of them would be giftable. And they're just hanging out in here without Sister Sorcelia. Screw it. Why am I leaving friendship points on the table if we can get that much closer? That was perfect. Like, our next conversation will unlock level 2 friendship with her. If it had hit maximum, I would have been worried that I wasted some, but no, we hit that exactly right. There she is. Okay, and then can I talk to Dan? I think I already talked to Dan, and then we talked to her. Okay, so that's everybody. So I think we're gonna wrap up the day. So I could do work, but oh, I think that's the ghost pigeon came to pick up stuff. I could do work, but I've got $6,400 for the first time in the entire game. Money is not going to be the thing that holds me back. So let's work on our quests. There's a 100% chance that a quest is going to come up that we need level 3 fishing for. So if we do a little bit of this every day, and this is actually going to be a treasure chest. You know what would have been, like, now in retrospect, a reasonably good game to do during, like, Spooky October month? Spiritfarer. It doesn't, like, when you look at it, it doesn't immediately seem like a good hit, but that would be a great game to play either, like, in December near the end of the year, or during October. Yeah, like, I don't need the $70 right now, but, you know, I'm gonna need more money someday. Sarah's quoting, "Damn it to hell, don't go by the book. Think like a pirate." Hold on. I can't read the rest of the quote. I think what brought that up is that Spiritfarer was recently on sale for, like, single digits, like $4 or something. I think that we paid more to get it, but I don't regret that because it was a very, very memorable game. Think like a pirate. I want a man with a tattoo on his dick. That is colorful description. Hold on a second. Now, do I have the right man? And the response being, by strange coincidence, you do, sir. That's the other thing about Generation V. I just do feel like this is important to point out. Very much like the base boys, do not think, oh, it's superheroes. Let me go get my 10-year-old and we'll watch it together. No, the Generation V, much like the boys, is extremely explicit, both in terms of gore and sexual content, more than you might be expecting, and is a real trip because of it. Okay, where are we going? We're at 2100, so I could go say hello to Yorn and folks at the tavern, but I feel like we've got some super worms to spare. I may not do this all the way up until the time limit. Wow, this is an angry fish right off the bat. So the most recent playthrough that's currently going live on YouTube is Pentiment. And I think there's only an episode or two left of that in the run, and then it'll actually be moving on to some of the spooky and scary games that we've played over the years, so those will be going up onto the YouTube channel. One thing about revisiting Pentiment and sort of like seeing it, like watching back, is, again, man, that first episode, it's just, Pentiment is a little bit dense. It's a little bit difficult to get into, and it will throw all of these terms at you that, at least for somebody like me, who doesn't know a lot about 16th century monastic life in the Holy Roman Empire, it's a lot to take in, and the game doesn't... It gives you a lot of tools to get onboarded, but the overall process is not a gentle one, and it really interferes with like the pacing and sort of the momentum to get into it. Once you're into it, the story really picks up, and it's very ambitious. I would legitimately be fascinated to watch other people play through Pentiment. I think we have one more fish in us, and then we'll wrap up for the day. But yeah, to see it back, it's like, yeah, no, that first episode, like, you have to go into Pentiment, or you will be best served going into Pentiment with either an existing knowledge of, like, the specific day-to-day life of, like, how much is a gulden worth and stuff, or a preparedness to say, you know what, the specifics might go past me, and sometimes the people are going to drop terms that I just don't know, but I'm not going to slow things down by reading through the glossary, or to just be prepared. Look, your first couple hours with this game might be a little bit slow going as you, like, learn about the world, but once you do learn about the world, the story is worth that investment. And honestly, I don't have a solution to how to address any of the things that I just remarked upon without damaging the presentation of Pentiment. Like, you kind of need to know those things. So, it's 6 a.m. Bulk and build will be open. No one's at the clinic. Let's do a couple things. Let's go get some mushrooms. We want mushrooms, marigolds, the pink flowers that I keep forgetting what their names are. I know that it's 2 swipes, and I struggle with hitting more than twice. Zara is saying, I'm pretty sure that I linked a copy of Down Periscope in Mia's Discord. Really? I'll have to go take a look at that. Wow, that worked out really well, because we hit both of those mushroom boys. They both dropped their goods, and we got a mushroom. One of the things that just brought Pentiment to mind was another thing that happens in the very first episode, and I remember, I think it was Jab in particular was like, okay, I need to step away from this, is in the at the very beginning of the game, in order to sort of like direct the player on where they're supposed to go, and you don't wind up like wandering aimlessly, is they have like basically a sheep breakout, and there's just a whole bunch of sheep blocking certain paths so that you only have the one way that you can go, and that's fine, except the soundscape in this particular scene is a nightmare. It's just meh, 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 like that, just constantly. And I'm sitting here trying to like read through the dialogue and learn about the world, and the barnyard animals just are not shutting up. It's Pentiment doesn't necessarily make the best first impression, and that's disappointing because it is a very well constructed game. And that's what I would say about that. I think that is also available on Xbox Game Pass, or at least it was. If you're going to dive into it, if you take a look at it and you're like, oh, this art style looks intriguing, it is worth your time. Oops. And you should check it out. But also know that it's going to take a little bit to get into. Fucking asshole. Okay, things are open now, so I think that I do want to... This is a good tree. I'm going to chop down this tree. I don't care about the corn very much now. I do kind of want this guy's carapace. Feels like a lot of stamina just to get that. And probably this guy's bug leg while we're right here. Okay. Let's shoot up here. And I want those pink flowers. Grumpy is caffeinating while the car electrificates. How long does it take, Grumpy? Like, when you're at home, what's the charge time on the car to do, like, your daily commute, let's say? Orchids. Those are what the pink flowers are. Okay. With little bit less than half a bar of stamina, let's focus on the big trees. And getting this guy off my case. Oh. Oliver, here's your... Give us this day our daily mushroom. I just replied to the message with a link and tagged you in the reply. Thank you! I will check that out when I get a chance. I'm not on Discord very much, but I do try to check it. Actually, usually Mondays are a great day when I check Discord, because we're in there for Mia's watch party. Okay. I do kind of want these, but not necessarily as much as the Pokemons. The Pokemons... Oh, yeah, and these guys. Their chestnut drops are very valuable. Okay, yeah, let's get these guys. I am very glad that they are dropping their chestnuts semi-randomly. Maybe I just wasn't, like, getting them enough. So now I'm basically out of energy juice, but I might have an apple juice because we need these marigolds. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna have Let's have an apple juice. We made a bunch of them from our recent quest, didn't we? Yeah, that should be enough for the nearby marigolds, especially if I can avoid fighting the troll. Okay, that is not enough stamina to do anything else of note. At least not in this area. So, let's hit the Vulcan build? It's my best guess on where to catch up on some of these quests. Perfect. Now, we'll probably leave and come back, because there's probably a second quest. So you don't have any new furniture designs this month? No. Furniture on display is all I have. I'm looking for something fancier, you know. Something a bit more unique. The kind of thing you can't find anywhere else. I want a breath of fresh air for my room. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be so hard. I could create some more varied furniture if I wanted to. Thing is, I'd need to upgrade my woodcutting board to do that. But the supplies I ordered from the Rangers last month haven't arrived yet. Besides, I don't think there's enough demand for more varied furniture. I don't have a voice for Nova, I never have. Keeping quiet about a problem doesn't make it go away, you know. Besides, your furniture is outdated. The quality of a product speaks volumes about its creator's character. And these high-quality products of yours are all dull. In that case, I'll try and have a word with the Rangers about this. Okay, now we're gonna leave and then come right back. Yep. Learning how the game works. Sorry, but there's nothing I can do to fix it. Currently, I don't have any materials that'll suit your banjo. That's unfortunate. It's you, Angel. I wanted to make a new banjo. My current one is really worn out. But unfortunately, the materials for the banjo are in short supply. You want to help? Thanks. Great. Come see me when you've collected them. It's settled then. I'll create a fine banjo frame for you, Yorn. Looking forward to it. It's tough to keep your feet dry when you're stomping in a skull. Let's... Ooh. But let's get the... Oh, is it... You know what, you guys? For all of that, the Cauldron upgrade might be at the Vulcan build, or the Hearts and Sparks. Whoopsie. Okay. I don't want to unlock new serum and increase your income. Oh, it's a good investment. We advance the story with the Cauldron upgrade. And it's not mutually exclusive, it's just which one do we do first. So, let me go see the Cauldron upgrade. Oh, and apparently we've got a quest here. Hey, it's you. We're busy at the moment, so if there's anything you'd like, just put it by the counter. Uh-huh. No, you're still not doing it the right way. There are still some flaws and imperfections on the blade. You need to work on that a bit more. Didn't you hear what I just said? Grrr! You can't just carry on. You need to fix your mistake first.
Grrr.
That's not how you do it. Listen. That's enough. I can't take this anymore. Hey, don't shout at me. Could you please stop? I'm teaching you here, Runeheart. Knock it off. I can't. It's annoying. So much yelling. Now you go and break it. Perfect. You've learned nothing from me all this time. I'm disappointed. Scrape the tools off. Let's end the training session. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice this is none of my business and I should leave. It's really hard for me to stand there and keep my mouth shut. I should have been able to control myself better. Wait, I have an idea. I really want to fix this. I need to prove that I'm worthy to be your successor. Hey, Angel, I know it's a bit sudden, but can you please find this material for me? Yes, I can. Thanks. Sorry for dragging you into this. Razor fin? No, I can't get that. All right, so she is 2 steams to work, or to talk. A quick chat. Cecilia, hold on. I never see you. Now, do I have a gift? No. All right, we'll talk to Runeheart. Oh, right, sorry, we just started her quest. And I want to shop, because we actually came here for Cauldron Upgrade 2. So yeah, I'm gonna spend this, because I think that we need it. Another upgrade for this thing, easy. I've increased its capacity even further, and I've given it a good polish too. Then I refilled it with that weird broth you use. You do empty that out once in a while, right? Okay, I cannot afford to do Cauldron Upgrade 3, and I don't know... Hold on, I didn't get a chance to talk to with Opalheart yet. Can I... Is she available for conversation? Okay. I think, wasn't it 4,000 that I needed to do the other upgrade? Also, who do you talk to for the grow boxes? Well, I thought that was bulk and build. Oh, tell me they just closed. God damn it. Okay, well, we still got some stuff done. We've upgraded the cauldron. So, we can go take a look. I do have a good variety of stuff. But yeah, that clinic upgrade, the idea of increasing our income, that makes it a very wise investment to do early. So let's check liquid fertilizer first. I can now do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients. So let's try to get our very best setup, no matter what resources we have to use, and then we'll see if we need anything else. So I could slot in these pink flowers right there. I don't think I have a 4-line up and down. This goes literally nowhere. This I could put in right there, and we could put that in there. I don't have a... Okay. And you can't take out a specific part, right? Yeah. All right. Let's go here and here. And then this, I could put right there. We do have a 1 dot that we can fill in that missing piece. And then we could put in this. And then I need 2 more 1 dots. No, see, that's too many components. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not doable, though. It's just... I don't see how to do it. No, I don't have an up and down. Well, okay, hold on. If we put in this here, and this here, and this here, that still leaves me with 3 pieces. We could do this here, and then... Nope, we can't do that anymore. We can't do this anymore. We can't do this at all. But I can do 2 of these. That'll work. That'll work. Look at that. And I didn't even look at my green pile. Like, but this is fine. As long as it gets done. Hooray! Now we'll go figure out what that was for. Don't really remember. I think it was for, like, Marielle and her, like... Oh, I think it was to refertilize like the area out on the glacier. I think we needed a special liquid fertilizer that would help that. So let's take a look at this. This is only going to be water and earth, and I might be a little bit light on supplies because we just spent a bunch of it. Again, let's rough in what we think is right. This will be okay because then I can do 2 up there. We're definitely going to need a 1 dot that goes there. Now I have 3 more pieces to play with. And one of them is going to be right here. So... Or maybe it won't be, because I don't have any up and downs. No. So... We could do... Oops, hold on. We could do one of these. And one of... Nope. One of these. And then one of these. Look at that. I mean, again, I could look through and we could find maybe some green parts or brown parts that would be okay, but screw it. Like, we just... It doesn't matter how this is done. This isn't a recipe. It's progressing plot. Okay. So now we've done 2 of our main quest things. And we are a little bit into the position of let's sell some more stuff because we're going to need cash, but... Let's not worry about that because when we upgrade the clinic, assuming that I can afford to do that, we're going to be able to... Yeah. Let's go do the cold boom one. Once we upgrade the clinic, we'll have more recipes and some of those might be even more profitable. So we're gonna save that part of it a little bit. Hold on. That sound you hear is the wireless transmitter having just fallen and thumped the floor. Okay, this is annoying. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, it's working again. So, now we have these plants, which I'm encountering for the first time, and we are gonna drink some apple juice if necessary. Sorry, what happened there was I reached to get my drink, the little, like, wireless USB thing, like, hit the floor, and it sort of briefly disconnected. So that was there's the whole backstory on that slight sound that you heard. Deliver 1 cold bloom to Marielle. We might be able to do that today. But... Hold on, we had one other thing. Majestic Horn and Giant Pincer. Promising Successor. Cold Residue. 1 White Breeze to Osmond. Oh, the drug that we made. Okay, well, let's hit down here, because Osmond lives and works in a pretty tight radius. And yet I don't know where he is. We'll check his house. We'll check the police department. If he's not in either of those places, then we will head down and see if we can catch Marielle before she goes to bed. By the way, Czar was saying that Down Periscope is a nice movie to fill in time gaps because it's shorter. Yeah, there he is. I haven't talked to Osmond all episode so far. You finished the potion to get rid of the residue? Well, let's go over there together. Ta-da! Oh, wow. You've totally cleared up the area.
Impressive work, Angel. I've never seen that plant before. So those are the plants my father and his friend were trying to save. I thought they were just doing things for their own sake, like always. But I seem to have been wrong. I think I might take one of these flowers with me and display it at home. That way, I'll always remember what my father and his friend were fighting for. Thank you. Through your efforts, we've honored my father and his friend. And I honor them too.
Alright, I mean, I will get those flowers as well. Do I have... Nope. We're gonna have some more apple juice, because I'm not gonna leave these on the ground. In the ground. Yggdrasil! Wow. That's a... hell of a random thing to be pulling up. Yes, I will have another apple juice, actually. Alright, the odds of us catching Marielle tonight are dropping with these 10-minute increments, but now that we know that we're going to need a lot more, and it's no surprise, a lot more stone and wood to progress the story. We'll pick up what we can, and now we're going to have some more specialty materials to pick up. I'll probably run out of stamina. Nope, we did get it. Okay, let's be ludicrously optimistic and say that we can catch Marielle before she hits the sack. Okay. Oliver was not able to dig through the cobblestones. Wood is starting to fall asleep. But how is he always going to remember if he takes a flower to his office? I assume... I don't know anything about, like, pressing or drying flowers. But I guess if he, like, puts it behind glass, and then it'll always be there so that he can see, like,
oh man, this is what my father was fighting for. The restoration of this rare plant. That really doesn't mean very much outside of the alchemical world, but I guess it's kind of pretty too.
I don't know what time she goes to bed. I've always assumed that she goes to bed early, but again... Oh, no, she's right there. Having her evening tea. Ah, you have good news. Let's hear it. Why, that makes me smile. It makes me smile a second time because this is beautiful. So you did manage to find them. Well, actually, I had to mix a big concoction. It was a whole operation. Oh, it was in a terrible condition, was it? But thankfully, you were able to restore it. Wait, let's not say anything as my husband approaches.
Marielle, one of my archives is missing. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have it with me.
Please don't take the archives without asking. I was confused and thought it was missing. What? Is that Angel? Angel, why are you speaking with my wife? Wait, I meant the flower. Isn't that some kind of a cold bloom?
Unquestionably. But not only that, Angel managed to restore the area too. Isn't that good to hear?
It certainly is, but... Grumble? I am truly grateful, but please don't borrow my files again without permission.
Now, I shall go and plant this in my garden. Stop paying attention to my husband. Thank you, Angel. You can also disregard him. He's just being a big grump. We brought back from the dead this, like, arcane flower from the before times. Oh, I'm gonna give her a gift. And he's all about, but my documents. Also, I don't think he's actually home. I think he's probably gaming in the arcade with Helene. Jeez, the size of this house. Wait, did somebody just go upstairs? Oh, I think she did. Yeah, no, he's out late with his friends. So, we've done that. I cannot talk to Bubble tonight. A new frame. What is it telling me for the new frame? Oh, look, this is a whole new biome that we're going to need to get access to. I don't think I can go down there, but I have to confess I haven't, like, looked in the desert for a while. Alright, so we've got that. And then a promising successor is also... Yep, down in the desert biome. So our next topic will be... I think we might have to, like, repair the bridge. Like, maybe that'll be helped by that. I am doing a quest with her. Yeah, so I don't think that we want to give her a gift right now. Yeah. Well, no, I'm right in front of the tavern. Let's see if anybody's available at the tavern. Yeah, Martha. Barely even seen you today. She's right at the cusp of whether or not I'd want to do a gift. Oh. Right. Yeah, no, we have to advance his quest. Yeah, what do you do when you press a flower? Is it just like, do you literally like press it between two flat surfaces to like, but wouldn't that break it? How do you stop the flower behind glass from like wilting? Or does it wilt, and because it doesn't have any space to like expand or contract, it just sort of like, you can't see it. But then if you let it out, it would just crumble to dust immediately. Is that the whole idea? Ta-da! Okay. So, before we go, there's allegedly... Yeah, look! We've got a new minigame here. I think I probably understand this. It's like that root beer game. Or beer game. It was really kind of them to put... Okay, so don't eat the metal. Wait, what? Are you not... Wait, are you not supposed to eat the meat? Is Oliver a vegetarian? I wasn't paying attention to the score. Okay, no, he... Whoops. He does like the meat. Hold on, I want to try that again, because I was still working out the rules. Yeah, we can beat Opal Heart, Laura. Actually, this is way more basic than that root beer game. What, Beer Tapper? That's the name of it, right? Yeah, I might make mistakes, but I feel like you have a lot of time to react to what lane you want to be in. And since there's no transition time between the lanes, it's just immediate. If you stay in the middle, you can always get to the lane. Yeah, that's way easier than whack-a-mole, to me. Because my reflexes take over very quickly in whack-a-mole. So, hold on, there might be more, though. Play? Okay, nope, we've done that one. Let's go down this one to play. Nope, that's also the same. And this is probably the whack-a-mole games. Yep. And then if we go down to the second play, also whack-a-mole. Okay, so maybe games was a little bit excessive. There is one game, but we got the high score right away. That means I'm good at it, and that means that I love it. Okay, we'll talk with her. I catch Olive outside of work way more frequently than I do inside of work. 2200. I bet it's too late to do any work. Lux Story 2. To all Moonbury residents, is there anyone who could help apply for a scholarship in the capital? I need some advice about this. I'll be around the farmhouse. Every day, starting at noon. And until 2200, I think, so it's too late now. Okay. This, I think... Yeah, he is too high to give a gift to. I think this is going to be the best place to call it for this episode. What we'll have to remember for next episode is that we want to do the upgrade... We want to do the upgrade to the clinic. And we'll be able to remember that we're doing that because we immediately have a clinic emergency to get to. Let's head back to the title. Yeah, no, this was a great and very productive episode. We did 2 story quests and unlocked the next round of friendship quests, some of which are taking us into the new biome. So stay tuned for the next episode. I think that we're going to head into the desert biome, and we're now reaching a point where there's not enough time in the day to get all of the wood and all of the stone that's available. So there's probably going to be a greater focus on get all the wood and stone that we can in the winter biome where it's the most efficient, followed by what resources do I actually need? Is it pink flowers? Is it the rainbow buds? Like, what are we the lowest on to fill out our recipes? And there's probably going to be a round in the next episode where we mix up our most profitable potions and do another round of sales. So we'll see from there. Now, what we're going to do next is raid over to Samalander, and we are going to join him for his potion game, Potionomics, which will... I think he's very near to the end of the game now. He's really made very swift progress in that. So let's go say hello to him. And until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.